Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto News today. FTX goes on, but focus starts to change on other stuff. Let's get started. Let's start with prices here. Bitcoin up 1.2%, second day in a row we're going up. Ethereum up 1.7%, again second day in a row up. BNB on the other hand going negative down. Why? Haven't found out yet. Last but not least, Kronos has been on the news as somebody who has been hit a lot after the FTX scandals. And we're up in the positive again for the second day in a row. Still negative, we lost a lot of numbers in the past week, but slowly recovering. Now onto the news themselves. FTX account drainer swaps million in stolen crypto, becomes 35th largest Ethereum holder. Apparently, I saw another article that I did not find anymore that was saying that probably this guy could be an internal person from FTX. They're not really experts. They've been playing around and moving stuff through the centralized exchanges to then retransfer everything into Ethereum. They officially became the 35th largest Ethereum holder with tens and tens and tens of millions of Ethereum. Actually, 288 million Ethereum. Sorry for that. FTX failure is sparking a massive regulatory response. Lawmakers, regulators, and criminal investigators are looking into the FTX collapse. I mean, this is normal. FTX probably will be in the books of crypto law in the future on what should not be done and what should be audited. On top of that, they started hiring all the lawyers and Chapter 11 regulators. They just figured out they have a couple of 100,000 creditors at least across all the 100+ companies that Sam Bankman-Fried owned, on top of all the investors into the company, which means we could be into the millions of people. Pretty large thing. We will start to find out stuff very soon now that all the Chapter 11 people have been appointed. Last but not least, on CoinDesk, Solana DeFi sees almost 700 million value wiped out on FTX fallout. It's the entire Solana system. All the exchanges have been hit in the tens of millions of dollars to a collective damage of 700 million plus. We have some exchanges they're now holding over $51 million in liquidity and assets, which a few weeks ago were over 150. That's quite a shrinking of numbers. Let's go into crypto news. Defunct billion-dollar crypto hedge fund Three Arrows Capital speaks out, blames collapse on FTX. Yes, now we will have the people pointing the finger. I won't go too detailed into this. These guys also did not a really good job, and that's the reason why they filed Chapter 11 too. Billionaire Mark Cuban, this is some pure positive stuff. We have still some celebrities pushing on crypto. Still believes in crypto despite price crash compared to early days of internet. I mean, think about the .com bubble. The amount of scams and empty companies that were there was staggering, and then the good ones survived and improved the whole system. Same thing with crypto. This is a necessary bad that will improve the overall system and bring in a little bit more regulation, because now regulators are incentivized to do something. Was SEC, this one is interesting, was SEC Chair Gary Gensler helping Sam Bankman-Fried find legal loopholes for FTX? Here's what you need to know. So there are the rumors that the SEC Chair Gary Gensler was friends with the parents of Sam Bankman-Fried. Sam Bankman-Fried is one of the largest donors of the Democratic Party, and there are rumors around what is happening all around that and how this guy allegedly might have been helping FTX to gain monopoly power in America. Interesting, it's just a rumor, it's alleged, but you never know. New summary, Visa pulls plug on FTX still, they leave. New rug pull, BCH may become legal tender. Binance budget aim to help reduce FTX impact. We're gonna focus on the last one. Basically, Binance is trying to create a fund to help people with liquidity issues. Like when I say people, exchanges with liquidity issues, and it's trying to mitigate the damage. They were pretty much the people who caused the damage in the first place from, let's say, Bonafide, where they released the fact that FTX is not in a good position and they were liquidating their positions. FTX then filed Chapter 11. They were supposed to buy it out and save them, then realized that it's not a good idea, but they still want to help out the crypto market because Binance itself is part of it. Trust Wallet price prediction as TWT blast 92% up in a week. Why did Trust Wallet blast 92% in a week? If you look at social media the past week, every single creator has been pretty much saying to get all your stuff into a cold wallet. Trust Wallet is one of them, instead of having a hot wallet, which is an exchange. And it is no surprise that later on, if we go on to Cointelegraph, let me show you right here, Trezor reports 300% surge in revenue due to FTX contagion, the hardware wallet firm. These guys sell hardware wallets, so the USB wallets you plug in your computer, which you move your crypto, and they report a 300% surge in sales revenue, which is good news. Everybody's starting to think about security. If everybody moves their stuff onto cold wallets, there will be less of a risk of people stealing from hot wallets. And if they do, there's less to steal. FTX collapse could see crypto sector layoff accelerate. This is of course another let's say factor that will come with the bad news of FTX, is there is less interest or less comfort about the crypto market. There's less revenue, less transition from people to the crypto market, which may lead to layoffs, unless we will go to another bull market, which will create euphoria again. The question is, how quickly will we get there? Ether Games set sights on dark fantasy DeFi dynasty. So GameFi, which is basically the Web 3.0 gaming sector, although has been releasing a lot of games, they haven't been super successful as some of normal Web 2.0 games. In this case, Ether is trying to push new quality, better products and everything. These guys want to be the bosses of the GameFi sector. We're gonna see how it goes. They already released a card game, which I forgot. Is that a reversing trend? Eternity. They released Eternity, a collectible card game backed by NFT, but is in the process of rolling out a series of DeFi games and cinematic offshoots that believes will position itself as the premier gaming universe GameFi, which is good. We're gonna see this. I'm gonna report it as soon as you say other articles. Last but not least, just one thing from Reddit, and I'm gonna stop here. This is Crypto.com. Past couple of days, we saw a couple of articles saying how Contagion went into Crypto.com. There was a $300 million transaction from Crypto.com to, I forgot the other guys, Crypto.com, I forgot the other wallet. It was another exchange, Gemini I guess, I don't remember. And there was a little bit of speculation saying they're trying to show that they have proof of funds by moving stuff around so that they both have it. And we also have responses to that. Basically, there was an interview to the CEO of Crypto.com, and here's some questions that are really interesting. One of them was the CDC Crypto.com has 20% of reserves in Shiba Inu. Isn't that a bad coin? He says yes, but it is simply a consequence of how many people bought Shiba Inu. They literally have a one-on-one relation in terms of liquidity compared to what customers buy, just to be liquid. CDC has 1 billion of users fund in FTX. False over 2022 CDC transfer, CDC's Crypto.com. Transfer cumulative amount totaling 1 billion between Crypto.com and FTX. At the time of collapse, Crypto.com only had 10 million exchange, which, if this is true, this is really good news for them. Crypto.com can afford hundreds of millions in partnership and sponsorship agreements. Apparently, the Crypto.com arena and the partnership with Qatar is only 10% of their annual revenue. We'll see. If it is true, not bad. Crypto.com transferred 320k Ethereum to the incorrect wallet. This is true, although funds were not lost, they were simply transferred to another whitelisted wallet owned by control of Crypto.com. And they worked with the other exchange to send it back. Guys, so this seems pretty good news if it is true, of course. You never know in the crypto world. This is all for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Ciao.